Honey, I got my hoops on. You cannot tell me anything today. Hey girl. Oh, my beautiful Leo, how are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your weekly general reading this week. Now, I also do your weekly love reading between you and your soulmate, Leo, which I'll leave a link to over here for you to check out at a later point if you would like to. But when it comes to any of my readings, Leo, rely on your intuition, because put it in perspective, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I promise you, Leo. Now, if you find some cards that resonate with you, be sure to let me know in the comments below which ones called out to you the most, because I always love hearing y'all's aha moments that you have with the cards. And then also be sure to just leave my video a like and subscribe if you did enjoy my reading, because it does help out my channel a lot, and I always am super appreciative when you guys take the time to do that for me, Leo. And then finally, this reading's just here to give you some perspective, Leo. I'm not here to make a decision in your life, because it's your life to live, not mine, right? But with all that being said, let's get into your reading now. The overall energies that we have going on for you, Leo, is the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Now, I'm kind of chuckling just because of it's kind of, I don't want to say ironic, I guess, but it's like what you wouldn't anticipate, I guess, when it comes to this kind of duo. Because the Queen of Pentacles, Leo, lets me know of someone that's pretty sure of themselves, someone that is confident in their abilities in some type of way of handling things. They feel self-sufficient in some type of way. When you have the Five of Pentacles coming in, though, this is kind of an anxiety of sorts. So maybe for some of you, Leos, I acknowledge that I'm always like super optimistic when it comes to these readings, right? But this could be where you have some anxiety perhaps in terms of your finances or your self-sufficiency or you being able to take care of yourself. Or maybe just like this is just like a heavy week for you, perhaps for some of you Leos. But, you know, I feel like for most of you guys, this is just an energy of where you're going after, or you're taking like a mental health week of where you're addressing what it is that's giving you anxiety and taking care of it to get you back to this inner peace that this Queen of Pentacles represents, Leo. So overall good energy, you're taking action, right? You're not falling victim to something. Let's get into your cards though. We have the Eight of Wands coming in for you. Now the Eight of Wands does come in the reverse for you, Leo, which lets me know kind of an energy of maybe doubting your power a little bit, doubting your ability. So, and then when you have it paired with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, dare I say something's kind of like taken a blow to your ego recently, Leo, or maybe you just don't know how to handle a situation and it's kind of overwhelming. Now, Three of Wands does come forward as well in the upright. So this lets me know of you're at a crossroads, and maybe that's why there's like this unsureness energy, because it's like you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want to do with the rest of your life, perhaps, as an example. Maybe you're trying to choose between colleges. Maybe you're trying to choose between passions to put more of your energy into. Maybe you're trying to choose in between, regardless of what it is, I feel like whatever your decision is, Leo, it's kind of reliant on you having to dig deep within yourself a little bit. And that's where it spooks you with this Eight of Wands in the reverse, because you're just like, you don't know if you would be able to accomplish it, and you don't want to disappoint yourself or disappoint other people. But you want it really badly, but it's like you want something really badly, but because you're afraid of disappointing yourself or realizing or confirming to yourself that you wouldn't be able to get something, you just don't bother doing it in the first place because you don't want that heartache, but you want it really badly. King of Swords comes in, where I feel like this is kind of like the rational voice that needs to step in, Leo, and tell you to calm down, to tell you to take a moment and think realistically, right? If you're not feeling sure about yourself, then what can you do to improve, right? If you're not feeling sure about a situation, or if you're feeling anxious about a situation, that really just means that you need to get more information, right, Leo? So if you're feeling anxious about how something will turn out, get more information so you can be more confident in the results that you will get from something. Take the initiative, right? The Queen of Pentacles isn't asking for help from the King of Pentacles for assistance. The Queen of Pentacles knows that she can take care of herself, and she can take care of her own anxieties, because she doesn't need any assistance in that way. King of Swords maybe is coming in of asking you to be a little bit more assertive, to have stronger boundaries when it comes to people, perhaps, or stronger just a stronger sense of self, maybe just a more mature sense of self. Maybe for some of you Leos, you're just so used to self-deprecating humor, perhaps, and that self-deprecating humor is actually doing you a disservice. Or maybe you're around people that feeds into that self-deprecation or don't really empower you to make you feel like you're able to handle some type of opportunity, right? I feel like everyone should take a moment to think about just like, what are the people that you hold closest to you? How are they impacting you in your life? Do they make you feel good? Do they inspire you? Do they motivate you? Do they uplift you, or do they talk down to you? Do they make you feel like you're lesser than? Do they take from you and not give anything in return? Think about these questions, because it's like, if the people that are around you are not uplifting you and making you feel like you can accomplish, and maybe even doing the very opposite, then it's like, why are you allowing that in your life? And this goes for people, and this goes for habits. If you want to be in the Olympics, I always say, like, you want to be in the Olympics, but then you end up just chain smoking. Well, that's not really conducive to what it is that you're wanting to do if you're wanting to run like a triathlon, right? It's like you want to do the Olympics, but you also acknowledge that you're sabotaging the goal. So it's like, but you still really want the Olympics. So it's like, make a decision, Leo, right? Make your actions reflect what it is that you're thinking, rather than constantly wishing. Take some action. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming in for you. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is like, I see this as like the lesser version of the Queen of Pentacles, Leo. This is again, like an energy of self-sufficiency. This is an energy of someone just knowing how to take care of themselves, right? And this is in between your Eight of Wands and your Ace of Cups energy. So this is, again, confirming to me that maybe you're just not feeling like there's something going on, Leo, that you feel like you're not able to accomplish something in yourself, or there's like this fear perhaps in you being able to provide for yourself. It's strange. Queen of Cups comes in, so and this is in between your Ace of Cups and your Three of Wands. So maybe what it is that you're wanting is conflicting with other people's goals, other people's wants and desires. And the Queen of Cups comes in as the reminder, Leo, of, yeah, it's important to think about other people's perspectives, but what is it that you want, Leo? At some point, like, maybe you want to go to the Olympics, but maybe like your parents always wanted you to be a doctor. And it's just like, yeah, like you going to the Olympics and not being a doctor is going to disappoint them. But I mean, it's your life to live. Your parents aren't going to live your life. So it's like, why are you not answering to yourself first and foremost? They can figure themselves out later. When you put it into perspective, it shouldn't upset people for you doing what makes you happy, especially when it doesn't impact them in their life, right? The Justice card comes in between the Three of Wands and the King of Swords. So that's kind of what I was saying. Let's continue on with that narrative of the parents wanting you to be a doctor. This is where you kind of have to speak your truth, and talks about the boundaries, what I mentioned before, Leo. And be like, hey, I don't see this for my future. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't see this that's not what I want out of life, right? And it's okay to communicate that. It's okay to upset people when you're trying to be a service to yourself and honor what it is that you want, But you just also have to make sure, if you're going to say this, then your actions have to show for it as well, Leo. So keep that in mind. Kind of hold yourself accountable to live up to the dream that you say that you want when you commit to it. But let's get into your final cards. What blessings can we anticipate this week? What is it that you should put your focus on this week, Leo, to close off this reading? All right, Leo. So what we have going on here for you, we have the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords coming in for you. This is definitely like that self-limiting behavior, those self-limiting thoughts that you need to walk away from. This is your Eight of Swords, is like those bad habits. The Eight of Swords lets me know of like addressing your problems rather than talking about the outside forces, right? Like, yeah, your parents don't want you to be whatever example I said that wasn't a doctor, right? But let's talk about the language that you have with yourself, because yeah, like you might care about what it is that your peers want from you, but the Eight of Swords talks about what is it that you see in the reflection. This goes back to the self-deprecating humor that you have. Maybe you constantly talk down about yourself, and now you kind of see that in your reality, that you are this low functioning person that isn't able to accomplish anything. Maybe you don't even like what you see in the mirror, right? I feel like you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror, Leo, and remind yourself of the bad bitch that you are, truly, because you need to see your own potential, because that seems to be like the problem here, is like you're not tapping into your potential in some type of way. But yeah, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles coming in with the Emperor card. So this is talking about taking a leadership role and learning about a subject, right? The Emperor is all about action, proactivity. And the Eight of Pentacles is about higher knowledge. So if we're going to bring this back for full circle, Leo, we talk about the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, where it's like you're taking action and addressing some type of anxiety. I said where it's like before, it's like if you're feeling anxious about something, about the result of something, that just means you need to go get more information. Regardless of what it is, it seems like you're taking action, you're identifying the problems, and you're taking action this week, Leo. So just be sure to have up those good boundaries and think about yourself first. Put yourself first, and I see you having this week with ease. But yeah, that's the cards that I have for you, Leo. Let me know in the comments below which card called out to you the most. Be sure to give my video a like and subscribe, and share my video with a friend if you think they might be into my messages. But until next time, Leo, I love you so much. Bye.